Alright, just going to go over this side of Contraband. Initially, we were just setting up what we wanted to do. We put solar out left. The angle that I'm looking at here is the best angle to cover the beach side. Because if you're looking this way, get yourself familiar, but you've got the water, this entryway, and far out here, including the water. So the best way to cover it all is to gain an angle that covers everything. This puts everyone in one angle. They have to come out in front of your line of fire in order to actually get by. So this is a good spot. You can play it for a long time. Obviously, switch up what's going to... Weird. Solar's name didn't show up. Switch up your angles when you need to, but you need to be able to cover if they come around from here or far side. So we're just basically taking and putting one player on the beach now instead of two. We're still leaving a player in here, so we're still setting up. So let's move up far enough to where we're setting up. It took us about half this map to set up, so let me just fast forward till... So right now we got Cruz. He's currently looking down the left side of the middle here. Smart, whoever put some barbed wire up here. Again, because they can come out this way and come out here and get to the center and start causing havoc. This is one of our center players. Right now he's currently focused looking into the window. And the only other area they can get to is from around this corner. Obviously they can come out of the water. For those that are not aware, you can actually get onto this ledge and jump up. So there's that. You can actually jump from here to the window. So in terms of what we're looking at in the middle, we're basically focused on the window and anyone wrapping around this corner. You'll be able to hear people jumping out of the water. And if we can torque up or put some mines in this window when people jump in there, that'd be great. Right side is this general area. You can play it a bunch of different ways. You can cut them off from way back here. You do this, though, we expose here. So primarily what we're going to do now is basically have a window player slash right-hand side. Right-hand side, you can work together. You can look out from here. You can be here if your other right-hand player is out in this general area. A good way to kind of look here is if you apparently kneel down. It's hard to get in a kneeling position here. Hang on. There we go. You kneel down. You can kind of look right here. You expose less. But however you want to do this, if you're covering even here, these are fine angles because this guy that's to your left will be able to see anyone that's coming around the rock. Just make sure you're familiar with the angles and play around on this side. Again, we're just trying to keep them out of this doorway and this doorway. This doorway is a good doorway to torque, whether you put your shield kind of here, some barbed wire here. You could also use mines if you just mine this area. However you want to play it. You got a window player who's playing right side, basically. So you got two right-hand side players and or a window player. The last guy's kind of a float and really kind of a middle player. He can come out this way and help with the middle. Go into the window area. If left goes down, this is the fill. If left goes down, this middle player or the float needs to basically come out here and cut off this angle because our guy that's right here in the building is going to look left. So if left goes down, this guy turns, looks towards the beach. Should be able to cut anybody off that's coming this way, which will leave this exposed. So one of our middle players or Overwatch player will have to come and fill out this angle. Whether he doesn't have to actually expose himself over here, he can just simply be over here and covering this angle, however you want to do it. Or if you got barbed wire or something, or mines, or some way of effectively covering this, then you don't necessarily need to come out. But if beach goes down, the move that takes place is building player here. Let's see what the name of this building is here. I know there's a name on this thing. Maybe there's not. But we can just call this tower. tower player, building player, whatever you want to call this, we'll come up with a name. His responsibility goes from looking the left-hand side of the middle to looking straight left. This is the quickest cover to fill the beach, which means our middle player needs to be going from here to looking like this, or going from here and filling this. So it just depends on where you're at in the middle. If you're more towards this side, get out of line of fire, come over here. If you're more towards this side, back it up, cut off the angle. And you can cut it off as long as this guy right here is not exposing himself. So you can't just turn. You're more of a turn and move over, so you're not getting shot from this angle right here. So there's two middle, which is literally this up this aggressive here. Again, staying kind of right in front of this thing, you get a really good angle into that window. If you, I'm trying to see here. So two guys work in the middle, cover each other. Two guys work on the right, and the second right player, depending on how you're playing, the primary right player is playing, you can either torque or mine this area, just so long as no one can get through here. And if you do that, you're able to come up here and play window and help out center. So if one of the center players dies, and depending on how you're playing on the right, your responsibility would be come and look up at the window. If the right-hand player dies, your responsibility would become like in this area and cut off all of the right. So we're trying to make the positions more fluid. We're trying to give everyone a little bit more responsibility. You have to understand the full game plan and all the angles as to what's going on to know where you're looking and why. We want to keep things kind of dynamic. So this is this side of D-Town, or oh, I said that. This is this side of Contraband. So right now, left went down. You can see I'm in float, and I'm still kind of directing. But if you look, I believe Cruz is already up. Yep, he's got this covered. And I'm now covering here. So that back up and running here. So Cruz is looking down left alley. Solar dies. He's filling. He kills. I'm filling. Kill is made. So we covered everything super fast, even though I was out of position because I was trying to get right side and understanding as to what they were doing. And we have everything covered great. So it works out well. So I'm going to end this video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you get a better understanding of that side of Contraband.